I am also a character in it. The other characters are my mother Amanda, my sister Laura, and the gentleman caller who appears only in the final scenes. He's the most realistic character of all, being an emissary from a world of reality that we were somehow set apart from. But since I have a poet's weakness for symbols, he's also the long-delayed, always expected something that we live for. There's a fifth character who appears only in a photograph. This is our father. He was a telephone man that fell in love with long distances. And one day he decided to leave behind this fantastic life in left town. Last we heard of him was a picture postcard from Magic Land off the Pacific Coast of Mexico with a message of 2 words only. Hello, goodbye, and no address. I think the rest of the play will explain itself. Yes, Mother?
Come to the table. We can't have dinner until you come to the table.
Coming, Mother.
Oh, Tom. Don't push with your fingers. If you have to push, the thing to push with is a crust of bread. And chew. Animals have sections in their stomach that enable them to digest without mastication. Human beings have to chew their food. And there are certain tastes that can only really be tasted when they're held up on the tongue and allowed to permeate, so son. Chew. And give your salivary glands a chance to function.
I've enjoyed one bite of this meal because of your constant directions on how to eat it. All this talk of salivary glands, animal secretion, mastication.
Temperament of a metropolitan star. Where are you going?
I'm getting a cigarette.
You smoke too much.
Oh, we're gonna blink an eye.
No, darling. Tonight you be the lady and I'll be the serving boy.
I'm already up.
Well, then sit down. I want you to be fresh and pretty for our gentlemen callers.
Mother, I'm not receiving any gentlemen callers.
Well, sometimes they come when they're least expected. Why, I remember this one time in Blue Mountain.
I know it's coming now.
Yes, her letters tell it.
Again?
She loves to tell it.
This one time in Blue Mountain, your mother received 17 gentlemen callers. There weren't enough chairs, enough house to accommodate them all. We had to send the serving boy down to the parish house to get more.
And how did you entertain all those gentlemen callers?
Well, I understood the art of conversation.
Oh, I bet you could talk.
Back in those days, a girl knew how to talk. It wasn't enough for a girl to have a pretty face or a lovely figure, so I was not delighted in either respect. She also had to have a nimble wit and a mind to fit any occasion.
And what did you talk about?
Oh, rational things, worldly things, logical things. Nothing ever things coarse or common or vulgar, because my gentlemen callers were gentlemen, all of them, the finest gentlemen along the Mississippi Delta, planters and the sons of planters.
Mother, let me clear the table.
No, sister. You will sit and practice your penmanship. I want you to be fresh and pretty for the gentlemen callers.
Mother, I'm not going to receive any gentlemen calls.
Oh, you must be joking, Laura. Not one gentleman caller. There must be a flood. There must be a tornado.
It isn't a flood. There isn't a tornado. Mother, I'm just not as popular as you were in Blue Mountain. Mother's afraid I'm going to be an old maid. Hello, Mother. I was,
Deception. Deception. Deception.
How was the DAR meeting, Mother? Didn't you go to a DAR meeting?
Oh, no, I didn't go to the DAR meeting, darling. I didn't have the strength to go to the DAR meeting. I did not have the courage. I wanted to find a hole in the ground somewhere and hide myself in it. What are you doing? What? Who are you? Why? How old are are you, Laura?
Mother, you know my age.
I thought that you were an adult. It appears I was mistaken.
Please don't stare at me, Mother.
What are we going to do? What is to become of us? What's going to happen to us, Laura?
Mother, I wish you would tell me what's happening.
Oh, don't mind me. I'm simply bewildered. Bye, life.
Mother, has something happened?
As you know, I was supposed to be inducted into my offices at the DAR this afternoon. But I stopped off at Rubicam's Business College to talk to your professors about you being sick and ask them what progress it got you were making down there. So, I walked in and the woman said to me, Wingfield? Well, we don't have any Wingfields enrolled here. I assured her that she did, and that you'd been going to classes there since January. I wonder, she said, if you could be talking about that terribly shy little girl who dropped out after only a week of classes. No, I said, it can't be you because you have been going to class for the past 6 weeks. Excuse me, she said. And then she brought out your attendance book, and there was your name, unmistakably printed with every date you had been absent until they decided that you dropped out of school. I still said there must be some mistake. There must be some mix-up in the records. And she said, no, I remember her now. Her hand shook so badly she couldn't hit the keys the first time we gave a stop test. She threw up on the floor and had to be carried out and never came back. We tried to call the house and got no answer, so they said, well, I must have been at James. I felt so weak I had to sit. I had to sit while they brought me a glass of water. $50 tuition, Laura. All our hopes, our dreams, my aspirations for you gone. Up the spout, gone just like that. Where have you been going when you've gone on pretending you've been going to business college?
I went to all sorts of places, mostly the park.
You went walking in the park in that light coat deliberately courting pneumonia?
It was the lesser of two evils, Mother. I couldn't go back. I threw up on the floor.
You mean to tell me that from 7:30 until 5, every single day, you went walking in the park because you wanted to make me think you'd been going to business college?
It isn't as bad as it seems. I went inside places to get warmed up.
Inside where?
I went to the animal houses and the bird houses at the zoo. I visited the penguins every day. Sometimes I went without lunch and went to the movies. So lately, I've been going to the jewel box. Their big glass windows with tropical flowers.
You did all this just to deceive me, just for deception.
Mother, when you're disappointed, you get that awful suffering look in
Oh,
your face.
hush.
I couldn't face it.
So what are we going to do, Laura? Are we content to sit at home and watch the parades go by? Amuse ourselves with the glass menagerie, darling? Eternally play those worn-out phonograph records your father left us? Oh, we won't have a business career. We gave that up because it gave us nervous indigestion. What is left? What is left but dependency all our lives? I have seen such pitiful cases in the South. Spinster women living on the mercy of brothers' wives or sisters' husbands, shuttled from attic to attic, encouraged to meet each other. Bird-like women, Laura, feeding on the crust of humility all of their lives. Is this the future we've mapped out for ourselves? It is not very pleasant, is it? I swear it is the only alternative I can think of. Of course, some women marry. Laura, did you ever like a boy?
I did like one once. I came up with a picture a while ago.
He gave you a picture?
No, it's in the yearbook.
Oh, of course. A high school boy.
His name is Jim. Here he is in the Pirates of Penzance.
The what?
The operetta the senior class put on. See his grin? Here he is with the silver cup for debating.
You must have had a jolliest position.
He called me Blue Roses.
Why did he call you such a name as that?
I was at a school with sclerosis. When I came back, he asked me what the matter was. I said sclerosis, but he thought I said Blue Roses, so that's what he called me from then on. I didn't care much for that girl, Emily Meisenbach, he was with. She was the best dressed girl in Sultan. She didn't strike me for being sincere, though. It says in the personal section that they were engaged. That's 6 years ago. They must be married now.
Girls that aren't suited for business careers often humans that matter. Sister, that's just what you'll do. But mother, what? Cripple. Nonsense, Laura. I've told you 1,000 times. Never ever use that word with me. Why, you're crippled. You have a little defect, hardly noticeable even. Plenty of people have some disposition that they make for up with other ways, like charm and vivacity and charm. One thing your father had plenty of was charm.
After the fiasco at Rubicamp's Business College, the idea of finding a gentleman caller for Laura began to play more and more in Mother's calculations. It became an obsession, like some sort of archetype of the universal unconscious. The image of the gentleman caller haunted our small apartment. A night rarely passed without some allusion to this image, this specter, this hope. And even when he wasn't mentioned, his presence hung in Mother's preoccupied look, and in Laura's frightened and apologetic manner, hung like a sentence passed upon the wing fields. What in God's name am I supposed to do?
How dare you set words out of my presence? Have you gone out of your senses?
I have, it's true, driven out.
What's wrong with you, you big idiot?
Listen, I have no single thing in my life
Lower your voice!
that I can call my own.
Stop shouting at me!
Yesterday, you had the nerve to confiscate
Yes,
my
I
book.
took that book back to the library. That book read it insane, Mr. Lawrence. I cannot control the output of a diseased mind for the people who cater to it, but I will not allow such filth in my house, no!
House? House? Who do you think pays rent on it? Who makes a slave
Don't
of
you
himself?
dare to!
No, I mustn't say things.
Don't talk to me like that! Listen to me!
No, I won't hear any more.
Oh, you will hear more, Toupe. So where do you
No,
think
I'm
you're
going
going?
I'm going to the movies.
Oh, of course you are. Come back here right now. Tom Wakefield, you come back here right now and no more insolence from you. I'm at the end of my patience.
What do you think I'm at? Aren't I supposed to have any patience to be at the end of, Mother? I know, it seems unimportant. What I'm doing, what I want to do, and having a little difference in between them. You don't think that maybe?
I think that you've been doing things that you're ashamed of. That's why you act this way. Nobody goes to the movies as often as you pretend to, Tom. Movies do not start at 12 midnight and movies do not let out at 2 a.m. Come in muttering, stumbling to yourself. You get 3 hours of sleep and then go into work. I can only imagine how you're walking in there moping, doping because you're in no condition.
No, I'm in no
What
condition.
right do you have to jeopardize your job, the security of us all? How do you think we'd manage?
Listen, you think I'm in love with the Continental Shoemakers? They want to spend the next 55 years of my life in that Cellotex interior. I personally picked up a crowbar and battered my brains out and go back mornings. But I do. Every morning when you come in with that damn rise and shine, I think how lucky dead people are. But I get up, I go. For $65 a month, I give up all that I ever dreamed of being, all that I ever dreamed of doing. And you say self. Self's all I ever think of. If self was all I ever thought of, I'd be where he is. Gone. As far as the system of transportation reaches.
Oh, where are you going?
I'm going to the movies.
I do not believe that lie.
No, you're right, Mother. I'm not going to the movies. I'm going to opium dens. Yes, opium dens. Dens of vice and criminals' hangouts. I joined the Hogan gang, Mother. I'm a hired assassin. They call me Killer Wingfield. I carry a Tommy gun in the violin case. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, I run a string of houses in the valleys. I spend my fortunes on the love table. I wear an eye patch and a false mustache, and sometimes even green whiskers. On those occasions, they call me El Diablo. Ah! Oh, Mother. I could tell you things that would make you sleep. My enemies are planning on dynamiting this place. They'll blow us all sky high. Oh, and I'll be glad. And so will you. Like Jesus. We'll go up over Blue Mountain in your broomstick with 17 gentlemen callers. You battling old witch. One crack and it falls through.
What are you doing?
Looking for a Dorothy.
Where have you been all this time?
I've been to the movies.
All this time, Susie?
It was a very long program. There was a Garbo picture, and the Mickey Mouse, and a travelogue, and an organ solo, and a collection for the milkman, simultaneously, which led to a fight between an usher and a fat lady.
Did you have to sit through the whole thing?
Of course. No, I forgot. There was a stage show too, and the headline of the show was about Wally the magician. Oh, he performed many tricks, such as pouring water between pitchers. First, it became wine, and then beer, and then even whiskey. I knew it was finally whiskey because he asked someone to come up from the audience to try it, and then I went up both shows. It's Kentucky Straight Bourbon. He was a very generous fellow. He gave souvenirs, like his magic scarf. He waved it over a bowl of goldfish and it became Menagerie. Then he waved it back, and it became a goldfish again. Oh, but the best trick of all was the coffin trick. We all nailed him into a coffin, and then he got out without moving one nail. That's a trick that was amazing for me. Get me out of this thing 2x4 situation. What are you shushing me for?
Wake up, Mother.
Goody goody. They'll pay you back for all those rhymes you shine. You know, don't take much intelligence to get yourself into a coffin. But who in the world ever thought of getting out of one without moving one nail?
Rise and shine, rise and shine. Laura,
Yes, Mother?
tell your brother his coffee's ready.
It's nearly 7. Don't make Mother nervous. Wake up, apologize, speak to her.
She wants me. She probably started not speaking in the first place anyway.
Yes, but if you start talking, she'll start speaking to you again.
I'm not speaking. That's tragedy.
Laura, are you gonna do what I asked you?
Yes, I'm coming. Butter and what else?
Just butter. How does it charge it?
Don't make such faces when I do that.
Sticks and stones may break our bones, but the expression on Mr. Garfinkel's face won't hurt us. Now tell your brother his coffee's getting cold.
Do as I say. Will you?
Laura, are you going to go at all, or should I just go myself?
I'm going.
Hen.
Mother, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do what I said.
My devotion has made me a witch. And so I'm hateful to my children. I know.
No, you aren't.
I have put up a solitary battle all these years, but you are my right-hand man. Do not falter, do not fail.
I tried.
Try and you will succeed. Oh, all my children are such full of natural endowments. Don't you think I know that? I'm so happy and proud. I just... Promise me one thing, Tom.
Mother,
Promise me you won't be a drunkard.
I'll never be a drunkard.
That was what worried me, you know, when you came in that way, taking after your father. Eat a bowl of Purina.
No, thank you.
Shredded wheat biscuit.
No, just coffee.
I know, but you shouldn't go into work with an empty stomach. At least put cream in it
No, thank you.
to cool it.
No, I like my coffee black.
Yes, but too hot liquid makes cancer of the stomach. We all have to do what we can to build ourselves up in these. Oh, Tom, I wanted to tell you something. If you had not talked to me, I would have talked to you first. We need to talk.
What about?
Laura!
Oh, Laura.
Well, she's quiet and shy. I know. The water runs deep, as they say. She sees things, she broods on them. Yesterday I woke in and she was crying.
What about?
You!
Me?
She has this idea that you're not happy here.
What gives her that
What
idea?
gives her any idea? Although you do act strangely. I mean, there are so many things in my heart I can't explain to you, Tom, but I loved your father.
I know that.
And when I see you taking after his ways, staying out late, getting into frightful conditions, you were so scary last night when you came in. Laura says that you leave the house, come back late because you hate the apartments. Is that true?
No. You say that there's so much in your heart that you can't describe to me. Well, the same thing's true of me. So let's respect each
But
other.
Tom, why do you go to the movies so much?
I go to the movies because I like adventure.
But you go to the movies entirely too much.
I like a lot of adventure.
Most young men find adventure in their careers.
Then most young men are now employed in the warehouse.
Millions of young men are employed in offices and warehouses and factories across this great nation of ours.
And do all of them find adventure in their careers?
They do or they do without it. Not all men have this craze for adventure that you do.
Man is by instinct a hunter, a fighter, a lover. And none of those instincts are given much play at the warehouse.
Instinct to me, Tom. Instinct. It's for animals, for pigs and dogs. Good American adults don't want it.
Then what do good American adults want?
Higher things, rational things, logical things, things of the mind, things of higher powers. I would think that your thoughts would be higher than that of a monkey's.
I don't think they are.
You're joking. That is not what I wanted to discuss with you. Sit down.
What did you want to discuss?
Laura, now sit down.
What about Laura?
We have to start making some plans and provisions for her, you know? She drifts along. It frightens me terribly how she just drifts along.
I guess she's the type that people call a home girl.
There is no such type, and if there is, it is a pity, unless the home is hers, or the husband.
What?
Do you think that I'm standing here blind, Tom? I can see the writing on the wall as clear as I can see the nose on my face. I'm not an idiot. I know what you're planning. I've seen your letter from the Merchant Marine. I know you're going to leave us, and fine. As you will. But not until there's somebody to take your place.
What do you mean?
I mean, that until there's somebody here to take care of Laura. I say Laura and not me, because I'm old and dying, and I don't need much. I say for her, because she's young and dependent, and she needs you.
And what am I supposed to do about it?
Down at the warehouse. Are there any nice young men?
No.
You know, ones that are clean living,
No.
don't drink much,
No.
don't smoke much.
No.
There has to be one man who could bring home her sister. One nice, clean man that you could take home for dinner. Oh, will you, Tom? Will you? Will you? Will you? Will you? Will you?
Yes, all right, fine, fine. Across the street from us is the Paradise City Dance Hall. This was the compensation for lives like mine that passed without any change or adventure.
Fire escape support cease to report. What are you looking at?
The moon.
Is there a moon?
Yeah, it's rising over Garfinkel's delicatessen.
There is. Tiny silver slipper of the moon. What do you wish for?
That's the secret.
A secret, huh? Well, I can be just as mysterious as you. I won't tell you what I wish for.
I bet I can guess.
Am I really so transparent?
Well, you know space.
It's true. I keep no secrets from my children. I wish for happiness and success for you and Laura. I wish for that whenever there is a moon, and when there isn't, I wish for anyone.
Really? I thought that maybe you'd wished for a gentleman caller.
So why would I wish for a thing like that?
Well, I remember you asking me to find one.
I remember asking you if there are any some nice young men down at the warehouse to bring home to your sister. I remember asking you that more than once.
Well, we're gonna have one.
What?
A gentleman caller.
You mean you asked someone?
Yes, I've asked him for dinner.
And he said yes?
Yep.
So he's coming?
Yep.
So it's a definite.
Very definite.
Oh, for God's sake, stop putting me on!
He's coming tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yep, tomorrow.
Why didn't you tell me? The second that he accepted, the second you asked us to come to see, I could have been getting ready.
This boy's no one you need to make a fuss over.
Tom. Of course I'm going to make a fuss. I just have to do some quick thinking is all.
I don't see why you need to think at all.
Because it's despicable, disgraceful, disgusting. This is the first nice young man we've asked home for a sister. Now come inside. I need to ask you things. Sit down.
Any particular place you'd like me to sit?
Well, the chintz covers have to be mended, but I put on an order for a lamp, but it's fine. And clothes will we wear, Tom?
Mother, if you're gonna make such a big fuss, I'll call it all off.
Don't you dare! Nothing offends people worse than broken engagements. I'll simply have to work like a Turk. What is this young man's name?
His name is Jim O'Connor.
O'Connor. O'Connor, so that means fish. And tomorrow's Friday, so we can have the turkey, dressing on the salmon, and Tom,
Yes, Mother?
this young man, he doesn't drink, does he?
Why do you ask me that?
Oh, just that your father did.
Don't get started on that.
So he does drink?
Not that I know of.
Be certain, be sure. Nothing is worse for a woman than a drunk husband.
Aren't you being a little bit premature? Mr. O'Connor has not even appeared on the scene yet.
But will, tomorrow, and what do I know about his character? Absolutely nothing. Old maids are better off than wives of drunkards. What is this young man's position at the warehouse?
His position is that of a clerk.
Well, that sounds nice. The kind of position you might have if you got a little bit more get up. How much does he make?
I would assume it'd be around $85 a month.
That's not princely.
20 more than I make.
Well, how well I know, but $85 is nothing to start a family on.
I don't think that Jim is much of a family man.
But he might be in the future.
You see, plans and provisions.
You are the only young man that I know who forgets that the future becomes the present the past, and the past everlasting regret if you do not plan for it.
I can make of it. And so the following evening I brought Jim home to dinner. I had known Jim slightly in high school. In high school, Jim was a hero. He had tremendous Irish good nature and vitality, with a scrubbed and polished look of white chinaware. He seemed to be moving in a continual spotlight. He was never just running or walking, he was always bounding. He was a star in basketball, captain of the debating team, president of the senior class and glee club, and even sang the male lead in the annual light operas. He was shooting through his adolescence with such a velocity that one would expect him to be nowhere short of the White House by the age of 30. But after his graduation, he seemed to run into a bit of interference. He was holding a job 6 years out of high school that wasn't much better than mine. At the warehouse, Jim was the only person with whom I was on friendly terms. I was valuable with him. I was someone that could remember his former glory. I'd seen him win basketball games and silver cup in debating. And at the warehouse, Jim knew my secret practice of retiring to a closet in the washroom to write poems, and he called me Shakespeare. And while the others viewed me with suspicious hostility, Jim viewed me with a humorous attitude, and gradually his attitude began to affect the others. And soon they were smiling at me like a smile like a strange dog that walks across the path at a distance. I don't know if Jim and Laura knew each other in high school, but if they did, then Jim didn't remember Laura as my sister. So Laura was as unobtrusive as Jim was astonishing. And when I asked Jim to dinner, he said, "You know, Shakespeare, I never thought of you as the type of guy to have folks." Well, he was about to discover that I did.
Why are you trembling?
Mother, you've made me so nervous.
How I made you nervous?
Why all this fuss? You make it seem so important.
I don't understand you, Laura. You tell me you're not content to sit home alone when I arrange something for you. Panic! You know what? I know what you mean.
What are you doing?
I'm fixing your face.
You won't wear it.
You will.
You make it seem like we're setting a trap.
All girls are traps, pretty traps, and men expect them to be. Now look at yourself, my darling. This is the prettiest you will ever be. Oh, I hope your brother gets here before the rain. I gave him and Mr. O'Connor a little extra change. They can take the service car home.
What did you say his name was?
O'Connor.
What is his first name?
I have no idea. No, I do. It's Jim.
Is he the one that Con used to know in high school?
I don't know.
There was a Jim O'Connor we both knew in high school. If that is the one Thomas bringing me to dinner, oh, Mother, you have to excuse me. I couldn't come to the table.
What is this silliness?
Don't you remember you asked me once if I ever liked a boy?
I remember I asked you, yes.
I showed you that boy's picture in the yearbook.
That's the Jim? Laura, were you in love with this boy?
I don't know, Mother.
All I know is that if that is him, I couldn't come to the table. It can't be him. It won't be him. The odds are astronomically impossible. Whether it is or it isn't, you will come to the table. You will not be excused. Oh, Mother, please. Laura, absolutely not. You will act normal, you will act civil, and you will have dinner with us. Now pull yourself together. Oh, that is your brother, Mr. O'Connor. You have to let them in. Tom forgot his key.
Mother, please, you answer the door.
I cannot. I am in the kitchen. Mother,
Please.
Laura Wakefield, answer the door. That is your brother, Mr. O'Connor.
Will you go to the door?
What is the matter with you, you silly thing?
I can't answer it.
Laura Wingfield, what have you chosen now? Of all moments, lose your mind.
Mother, please.
Coming! We're coming! Laura Wingfield, get up. You will march that door. You will let your brother, Mr. O'Connor, enter, so help me God.
Yes, Mother.
We're children, both of them.
Jim, that's Laura. Laura, that's Jim.
Hello there, Laura.
Hello. Excuse me, I haven't finished playing the Victrola.
What's the matter with her?
Oh, Laura, she's terribly shy.
Shy, huh? It's unusual to meet a shy girl nowadays. I don't believe you ever mentioned you had a sister.
Well, now you know. I brought paper. You want a piece of it?
Sure, sure. I think the dean is on his bad behavior again. You know, Shakespeare, I'm going to tell you a little bit.
What good?
What's I'm taking? In public speaking, me and you went out the warehouse type.
Thanks. But what is this course in public speaking do with anything?
Fits for you, executive position. I'll tell you, it's done a hell of a lot for me.
In what respect?
In every respect, think to yourself, what's the difference between me, you, and the men down there at the warehouse? Brains, no. Ability, no. It all boils down to that one thing.
And what is that one thing?
Social poise, the ability to square up to someone and not sound like a fool.
Tom,
Yes, Mother?
is that you and Mr. O'Connor?
Who else would it be?
Does Mr. O'Connor want to wash his hands?
Oh no, I took care of it at the warehouse. Mr. Mendoza was speaking to me about you earlier today.
Favorably?
Well, what do you think?
Well,
You're going to be out of a job if you don't wake up soon.
I am waking up.
You show no signs.
Signs are internal. I know, you seem dreamy, but inside I'm boiling. I'm right at the point of committing myself to a future that doesn't involve Mr. Mendoza, or the warehouse, or even a night school course in public speaking.
What do you cancel that?
I'm tired of movies.
Movies?
Yes, movies. Look at all those glamorous people having adventures, hogging it all. You know, and happens people go to movies instead of moving. Hollywood actors are supposed to have all the adventures for all of America, while all of America is supposed to sit in the dark room and watch them have them. Yes, that's until there's war. Then adventure becomes available to the masses. Everyone's cup of tea, not just Garbo's. Then it's our turn to have adventures. We could go to the South Sea Islands, we could be exotic, we could go safaris, we could be far off. But I don't have the patience for that. I'm tired of movies, and I'm ready to move.
Move?
Yes,
When?
soon.
Where? The Union of Merchant Seamen.
Yes, I paid the membership fee last month instead of the electric bill.
You're going to regret that when they shut the lights off.
I won't be here.
And how about your mother?
Look at my father. See how he grins? He left us 16 years ago. And I'm just like him.
You're just talking. What does your mother got to say about all this?
My mother's not acquainted with my friends. Shh, there she comes.
Tom, where are you and Mr. O'Connor?
Right by the balcony.
Oh, this must be Mr. O'Connor. Connor mentioned how handsome you were. I've been hearing so much about you from my boy. Jim's that, Jim's this, Jim the other, and here you are. A golden thing. Oh, we're at that perfect time of the year, aren't we? That perfect coalescence spring where it's too cold for a light jacket, but it's perfect for a sweater. That evening breeze rolls in, that she's
Mother.
Yes, darling?
How about supper?
Well, why don't you go check with sister? As you know, sister is fully in charge of supper. You fed Laura, yes?
Yes.
Oh, she let you in. Of course she did. Isn't she just darling a dime in the rough? We, of course, are the rough. She, of course, is the dime.
Mother,
Yes?
about that dinner.
Why, sister?
Laura's not feeling well.
Well, we'll call her. Laura, darling, come to the table.
Yes, Mother.
Laura! Oh dear, she really is sick. Oh darling, on the couch, my dear. Come, set the cushions for her. Oh, she's fine, she's fine. We're all fine. Let's go sit down. Oh God. Tom, you'll say grace for us, won't you? Won't you say grace for us, Tom? We're fine.
For these and all thy mercies, God's holy name be praised.
Oh, well, that's the electricity. I'll go see what I can do about candles. Tom, come with me. Look down. Here, I'm gonna go see what I can do about Yeshivah. Laura, company.
Hello there, Laura.
Hello.
How are you feeling now? Better?
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks for you, a little dandelion wine. Trinket that comes with 2 dry.
Thank you.
Where shall I set the candle?
Anyway.
How about right here on the step? Any objections?
No.
I'll put a newspaper under it to catch the slippings. I like sitting on the step. Mind if I do? Hand me a pillow.
What?
A pillow. Thank you. How about you? You're only sitting on the step?
I do.
So why don't you? I can hardly see you sitting all the way over there.
I can see it.
I know, but that's not fair. I'm in the limelight. Much better. Comfortable?
Yeah.
Me too. Comfortable as a cow. Will you have a piece of gum?
No, thank you.
I think I will indulge with your permission. Think of the guy who invented the first piece of chewing gum. It's amazing, huh? The Wrigley's building is one of the sights to see of Chicago. I saw it last summer when I visited up there in the Century of Progress. Did you take part in the Century of Progress?
I didn't.
Well, you missed out. It was quite a wonderful exposition. What amazed me most was the whole of science. It gives you a perspective on what the future would be like in America, even more beautiful than the present time. So Shakespeare tells me that you're shy. Is that right, Laura?
I don't know.
I judge you to be an old-fashioned type of girl. I do believe that's a pretty good type to be. Hope you don't think I'm getting too personal.
Mr. O'Connor, I believe I had a little case of people if you don't mind. So, have you kept up with your singing?
Singing? Me?
Yes, I remember what beautiful voice you had.
You say you've heard me sing?
Yes, you don't remember me at all?
Actually, your face does look awfully familiar. It's almost as if I had your name on the tip of my tongue as soon as you walked in, except for the name I was about to call you wasn't necessarily a name, so I stopped myself before saying it.
Wasn't it Blue Roses?
Blue Roses, yes, my gosh, Blue Roses, that's what it was. Isn't it funny what tricks your memory plays on you?
Yeah, isn't it though?
I associated you with high school some way or another, but that's what it was. It was high school. I didn't know you were Shakespeare's sister at the time. Gosh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. I didn't expect you to. Barely knew me.
We did speak to each other, didn't we?
We did speak to each other.
So, when did you recognize me?
Oh, right
As
away.
soon as I came through the door.
When I heard your name, I thought it was probably you.
Why don't you say something to me then?
I didn't know what to say. I was too surprised.
My gosh, no, this sure is funny.
Yeah.
Didn't we have a class on something together?
Yes, we did.
It wasn't.
It was thinking. Sure.
Right,
We sat across the auditorium from each other.
right.
Mondays, Wednesdays, and then Fridays.
Now I remember. You always came in late?
Didn't know what to do. I had this big drape on my leg. It smelled so
I
loudly.
never heard any thumping.
To me, it was like thunder.
Well, I never even noticed.
And everybody was seated before I came in. I had to go funding all the way to the back row.
You shouldn't have been so self-conscious.
I know, but I was. I'm such a relief when the singing started.
How was it that I started calling you Blue Roses?
I was at school Thursday. When I came back, you asked me what the matter was. And I said cirrhosis, but you thought I said cirrhosis, because that's what you called me from then
My gosh, I'm sorry. I hope you didn't mind. As I remember, you aren't really acquainted with that many people back then.
on.
You sort of stuck by yourself.
Yeah, I wasn't very good at making friends.
I don't see why you wouldn't be.
It's sort of
You mean being, yeah.
between.
I guess being shy is something that takes time.
I guess it,
Takes time, I know.
yes.
People aren't so dreadful once you get to know them. That's what you gotta remember, Laura. You view yourself as being the only one who has problems in this world, but just look around you and there are thousands of people just as disappointed as you are. Take me, for instance. I thought I'd be much further along the line, and here I am 6 years out of high school. Remember that beautiful write-up I had in the book?
Yes.
It was bound to succeed in anything I went into.
Here you are in the Paris of things.
The torch!
You say it so beautifully.
Ah,
So beautifully.
you heard me?
All the time.
No.
Mm-hmm.
All 3 performances?
Yep.
Why?
And I wanted to ask you to autograph your program.
Oh, why didn't you then?
You're always surrounded by so many people. So much so that I never
You
had a
shouldn't
chance
have
to.
gave it to me. I would find it.
No, but
I understand I was surrounded by females in those days,
you were terribly popular.
Yeah.
Everybody liked you.
including you.
I did too.
Give me that program, Laura. There you go, better late than never.
Let's try.
Laura, being disappointed is one thing, but being discouraged is another. I'm disappointed, but I'm never discouraged. I'm 24 years old. How old are you?
I was looking forward to doing.
That's not an old age.
No, but
You did finish high school.
I made bad grades in my final examination.
You mean you dropped out?
I had to drop out.
Sorry.
Oh, Mr. O'Connor, how doesn't Martin back anymore?
That crowdhead?
Why do you call her
Well,
that?
that's what she was.
You're not still going with
I'd
her.
never see her.
Because of a personal question that you guys are with
I
me.
was not impressed by that propaganda.
You mean it wasn't the truth?
Only an Emily's optimistic guy.
Ah.
So, Laura, what have you done since high school? Laura, I said, what have you done since high school?
Nothing much.
You must have been doing something along these 6 years.
I did take a business course at a business college.
And how did that work out?
Not very well. I had to drop out. It gave me indigestion.
So, what have you done since?
Nothing much. Oh, please don't think that I sit around doing nothing. I have a glass collection that takes up a big deal of my time. Glass is something you have to take real good care of.
What did you say, man?
Collection is that. I have one.
You know what I judge your problem to be? Inferiority complex. You know what that is? That is when someone low rates himself. I understand it because I had it too. I had it until I took up public speaking, developed my voice, and learned that I had an aptitude for science. Until then, I didn't see myself as being outstanding in any way whatsoever. But that's what I judge your trouble to be. A lack of faith in yourself as a person. I'm basing this based on a number of your remarks and a number of observations that I made. For instance, that bump you had in high school. You claim that you've even dreaded walking to class. You see what you did there, Laura? You dropped out of school. You lost out on an education to go to a plump, to which my knowledge was practically non-existent. You know, my strong advice to you is think of yourself as superior.
What man would I think?
One man alive, Laura, look out there because the world full of common people, all and more and all of them for God. But which one of them has 1/10 of your good points, or mine, or anyone else's? Everybody excels in something. Some in many. Take me, for instance. My interest happens to lie in electrodynamics. Laura, I'm taking a course in that on top of my fairly responsible job at the warehouse, and I'm still taking my public speaking because I believe that in the future of television, I wish to be ready to go up there as soon as the business goes well. In fact, I've already made the right connection. I guess you think I think a lot of myself.
No, I know.
So how about you? Is there something that interests you?
What I do is I try to have a glass collection.
I'm quite sure I understand what you mean. What kind of glass exactly?
They're little articles. Ornaments, mostly. Tiniest little animals in the world. Here's an example of one if you'd like. But be careful. You breathe. You breathe.
I better not. I'm pretty comfortable with these things.
Go on, I trust you with this. Hold him over the light. He loves light. Do you have a light gun to room him?
Sure does shine.
I shouldn't be partial, but he's my favorite one.
What animal is this one supposed to be?
But you see a little horn on his head?
A unicorn.
Mm-hmm.
Unicorns, aren't they in the modern world?
I know.
Poor little fella must feel so lonesome.
Well, if he does, I won't give him a party.
Where should I take him?
He's a fair one. They like a change of scenery once in a while.
Where does that music come from?
That's from the paradise dance hall across the alley.
Laura, how about a little cutting of the rug?
I can't dance.
Come on, try.
But I step on you.
There you go again with the inferiority stuff. I'm not made out of glass.
How do we start?
Let's do it that.
Like this?
Go ahead. You laugh.
Wow.
Back up and be yourself.
This is so fun.
Yeah. Go ahead. What did we hit?
The table.
Oh no. I hope it wasn't.
The horn.
Oh no, the animal with the horn on it. The unicorn. Oh gosh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'm sorry. This is probably your favorite.
No, I don't have favorites in life.
I'm very sorry that I'm supposed to be.
It's okay. I'll just think of it as he had an operation to make him less freakish.
That's funny. You know, Laura, I'm glad to see that you have a sense of humor. You're surprisingly different than any girl that I've ever met. And all the better, too, because of your difference. Gosh, I'm usually much better at explaining these kind of things. Has anyone ever told you that well, you are in a very different way than anyone else? And all the better because of your difference. Laura, if I were Tom, I would bring handsome men to come visit just like you, just like me. Not just any men, but men who appreciate you. Someone who can build up your self-confidence, Laura. Laura, someone with a...
Laura!
I shouldn't have done that. You don't smoke, do you?
No.
How about a mint? I find it's a regular type store. No? Laura, I don't blame your brother for doing what he did, bringing nice men to come see you, except for he made a mistake with me. I can't take down your number and say that I don't. I can't call you up in a week and ask you on a date. I'm sorry.
You mean you won't call again?
No. As I was explaining, I got strings to you, Laura. I've been going steady with a girl named Betty. And she's just like you, actually, a homegirl and Catholic and Irish, just like you. And in many ways, we get along just fine. We met last summer on the Majestic. It was love at first sight. Love is something that beautifies the world, you know. I wish you'd face me. What are you doing?
Souvenir.
Me? Thank you.
No, not yet on the list. But I brought some lemonade. Oh, Jim, you know that song? Lemonade, made in the shade. Isn't that for anyone's made?
No.
Well, it is a bit before your time. Laura, you look so serious.
We were having a serious conversation.
Oh. Well, then I'll just be on my way. I know my place with the young people are having a serious conversation.
Actually, I gotta get going.
Going? Already? But it's only the shank of the evening, Mr. O'Connor.
You know how it is.
Oh, yes, you are a working man. You keep working men's hours. What is the best night for you working men? Is it Saturday night or is it Sunday night? I think Saturday night.
Yeah.
Not me for that.
Yeah, actually, I got a couple of fine talks to punch in one in the morning, one in the evening.
Oh, work. That's how never said.
Yeah, actually, not work, but Betty.
Betty? Who is Betty?
Just a girl like us, Betty.
Oh. Is it a serious relationship?
We're gonna be getting married the second time.
Well, it was lovely having you here. We wish you much success and happiness and good luck and good things, don't we, Laura? Yes. So much happiness. Thank you so much for coming, but I'm sure you do have to go.
Yeah, thank you. I got Betty waiting.
Yes, of course, of course. I'll turn it up again.
Yeah. Laura, thank you for the souvenir, and don't you ever forget the good advice I gave you. Good night, Shakespeare. Good night, ladies.
Oh, goodbye. Thank you so much for coming. Don't things have a way of turning out so badly. Tom!
Yes, Mother?
Come here a second. I have something funny to tell you.
What's that?
What a funny joke you played on us, darling. You neglected to mention that Jim was engaged.
Jim? Engaged? Really?
And I found that hard to believe.
So hard to believe about it.
Didn't you say he was your best friend down at the warehouse?
The warehouse where I work, not where I know things about
You don't
people.
know things anywhere, do you? You live in movies. You make your life out of fantasies, and where are you going?
Going to the movies.
Of course you are. Now that you played such a funny joke on us, and embarrassed us publicly, you leave us here to rot. Go to the movies then. Go farther than the movies, why don't you? Go to the moon. You selfish dreamer.
I'll read the movies in 1 second.
I didn't go to the moon. I went much further. Time is the greatest distance between two places. Not long after that, I got fired from my job at the warehouse for writing a poem on the shoebox. I left St. Louis, and from then on, I began to follow in my father's footsteps. Trying to find emotion was lost in space. I traveled around a great deal. Cities swept by me like dead leaves. Leaves that were brightly colored and torn from their branches. I would have stopped, but I was pursued by something. It always came upon me at unawares, taking me all together by surprise. Perhaps it was a vague of music. Perhaps it was only a shard of transparent glass. Perhaps I'm walking in some strange city with four-fence companions, and I'm passing a shop that sells perfumes. And in the light of the store window are tiny bottles of transparent glass, brightly colored, like bits of a shattered rainbow. And then, all at once, my sister touches my shoulder. I look her in the eyes. Oh, Laura, Laura, I tried to forget you, but I'm more faithful than that. I take a cigarette. I cross the street. I go into a bar. I go to the movies. Or even talk to a random stranger. Anything that will blow your candles out, Laura. But now, the world is lit by lightning. Blow out your candles, Laura. And so, goodbye.